Just kidding. I'm not doing the same as my first video ever. That was so annoying. I was like waiting for. It was an hour long. And like, it took an hour to upload. And I was so mad after it. It didn't even work. Like, bruh. Huh. I'm going to be reacting to. I scared you, didn't I? I scared you at the beginning. Yeah. I definitely did because it worked. There, I was just like, and then I stopped and I put down the way. I was like, rah! And then you're like, ah! And then I was like, my cat's not there anymore. It used to be right there. I'm holding this shit. Oh, not anymore. Sit by the whiskey far away. And I sure would like some sweet company. Cause I'm leaving tomorrow, what you say? Ninja weapon! That's
Most insane ninja weapons.
I haven't watched this. That's why
Number 12. Kusarigama. Also known as the Japanese sickle. It was often paired with a chain, or masaki ball. The two weapons used together often complements a specific type of fighting, especially against a sword-bearing opponent. The chain and ball could be used similar to a mace, but was designed to keep opponents far away, or to limit their movement by wrapping up their dominant hand or weapon. This was actually a popular weapon among women during the Muromachi period, during the early 1300s. It was more than likely that ninjas began adopting this weapon as a secret tool. Once the opponent was slightly immobilized, the person could attack with the sickle and leave a lethal blow.
Okay, these know what a sickle is. A sickle is something usually used for harvesting, but that it wasn't a sickle, but it looks exactly like a sickle. It's just this thing, kind of like a scythe, but like short, so like this, and then like a sharp ass edge, and it had like this chain coming from underneath it, and then this like weird ball, like metal ball thing. I think that's just to like, you know how grappling hooks or like things you throw, and like it has the chainsaw, so it connects to like when so like the ball could connect, like stay on whatever it's connecting to. Yeah. So yeah, that's what it was.
Number 11. The blowgun. Among one of the favorite tools used for assassination by ninjas was, of course, the blowgun. Blowguns are simple, accurate, easy to conceal, and of course, silent. One of the best things about blowguns for ninjas was the fact that they could easily make them appear simply as flutes, not a deadly weapon. Some would pretend to be street performers and try to approach their intended target with stealth and precision. In order to transform the flutes into blowguns, all they needed to do was wrap a piece of paper over the flute holes to ensure maximum range. Once darts were dipped in a lethal poison, they are then instruments of destruction. Number 10. The Tekko Kagi.
Surely you know what a blow stick or whatever the fuck it's called. A blow job. I mean, blow stick is when you put those tranquilizer darts or whatever darts into the stick, and then you just, and then it goes.
We're about to see further in this list. Ninjas had
Tekko
quite a
Kagi.
few tools to fight with, depending on the mission. They might even use the Tekko Kagi. These are much like the instruments seen on the character Wolverine from X-Men. These were 4 sharp iron bear claw-like instruments attached to a metal ring. Getting into a fight with a ninja wearing some of these must have been almost like fighting a wild animal. The claws must have surprised some of the ninja's enemies. If he was skilled enough, with the right amount of training, a ninja could easily disarm someone. These were also used as self-defense, or missions where carrying large weapons just wasn't possible. Number 9. The Metsubushi. Also known as eye closers, this was almost like a medieval form of pepper spray, and was a type of powder.
So, they're basically Wolverine things. They have like 3 sticks coming out, and then they have a ring underneath it, and then you put your hand in the ring, and then the things will be sticking out like that. So you just
that would irritate the eyes and sinuses. It was often administered by placing the powder in the hand, then blowing it in the face of the victim. This was perfect for ninjas when they needed to escape an unwanted situation.
Ouch.
Once the eyes were blinded, the ninja could make an escape or hide somewhere. One type of Metsubushi contained the following ingredients: ashes, ground up pepper, mud, flour, and dirt. For a little more damage, sometimes ninjas would add finely broken glass. Transporting this powder wasn't too difficult, but he probably looked suspicious if he wanted to carry this on an airplane somewhere. It was often kept in hollowed out eggs or bamboo sticks. Once this reached the eyes, it certainly had the potential to blind them. Number 8. Tekken. Ever remember playing the video game known as Tekken when you were a kid and wondered what the name meant? If you thought being punched by a ninja was already bad enough, imagine if he was wearing one of these things. Japanese ninjas equipped themselves with a pair of medieval brass knuckles, capable of delivering some serious pain and damage. People's fists are relatively fragile, and bones can be broken from the person delivering the punch as well. The Tekken ensured that the ninja could engage in melee combat. Tekkens were used for both self-defense and for attacking. It might not always be lethal with one blow, but it certainly delivered a strong enough punch to anyone who considered getting in the way of the ninja's plot. Number 7. The Kaginawa.
It's just this knuckle duster, so like again they have a ring around it, and they have like pretty much everything at the front, like spikes, or like little nails, or like it could just be metal because it'll still hurt. Just jaw be gone.
How exactly did ninjas scale tall walls that were built to keep them out? Well, that would be with the Kaginawa, of course. It was constructed quite simply with a grappling hook at the top of a long braid of rope that would measure about 15 feet long. With ninjas using their strong muscles, they could throw the grappling hook to the top of something it could catch on and climbed up to their destination. If needed, the Kaginawa could be used as a weapon if it was swung fast enough at their enemy. The rope could certainly prove to be useful in case they needed to tie someone up. The rope could also be set up as a tripwire when they were expecting the enemy to walk through a door. Seems almost like a ninja can turn just about anything into a weapon. Number 6. The Sai.
So it's basically just the grappling hook and then the rope. That's all it is. But it can help a lot.
One of the favorite weapons of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, these daggers are used traditionally in Okinawa. It's a fairly simple weapon that is pointed outwards with 2 prongs projecting from the handle. This weapon has also been used in places like India, Thailand, China, Malaysia, and Indonesia. It was also used by police in Okinawa before cops had guns. They used these to arrest criminals and keep the crowds under control. Sais are lightweight and easy to handle. It's preferable to have one in each hand, and this makes it much more effective. Number 5. The Ninja Sword. While they might share some
just Raphael's weapons in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I had the handle, and then the 2 like things coming out, and then the massive thing.
Resemblance to samurai swords, ninja swords are actually quite different. Swords used by ninjas are slightly straighter and shorter than samurai katanas. The swords that were found that belonged to ninjas come from the Edo period. Other ninja swords before this time have not been discovered. Ninjas are not always going for things that look good. Normally, people want to hide the fact that they're actually a ninja. Ninjas could even use their sword somewhat like a ladder. The ninja would step on the sword, then when he's over the wall, he can pull up the sword with a strap attached to him. If the sword was curved, it might be hard to pull off this maneuver. Number 4. The Kakute. Kakute's are metal rings, and you really don't want to get slapped in the face by someone who's wearing one. These were sometimes worn by ninjas and could have anywhere from 1 to 4 metal spikes on them. Mostly worn on the middle finger, these could be easily hidden and strike an enemy when they least expected it. The spikes were also dipped in poison from time to time if the ninja decided he wanted to deliver a lethal blow. While normally, ninjas didn't like to get their hands too messy, this would more than likely cause them to get some blood on their hands. If these are used in the right way, they could damage sensitive parts of their enemy, like their eyes and ears. Just be careful next time you shake hands with a ninja. He could be wearing one of these. Number 3. The Manriki Gusari.
That was a ring with spikes on it. Bruh. And sometimes like the tip of the spike could be dipped in poison. So, bruh. Lethal but small.
This simple object was one of the ninja's favorite secret weapons. It's basically just a chain with 2 weights at each end. It can be used in 2 different ways. The ninja can attempt to wrap the chain around the enemy's dominant hand and keep him from attacking that way. It can also be used more offensively when they throw it at someone. If thrown into a group of enemies, it's large enough that it will likely strike 1 or 2 of the attackers, possibly immobilizing them. Or it could be used similar to the way people use flails. This is fairly similar to our next one, but not exactly the same. Number 2. Nunchaku.
So, it was a chain. And then weights at the end. Yeah, both ends, not one.
No true modern-day ninja is complete without a pair of
Nunchucks.
handy-dandy nunchucks. Another simple design, nunchucks are
they
two
call it.
sticks connected by a rope or chain and are used as a martial arts weapon. These were possibly used by lower-class farmers who needed a cheap weapon originally to fight off the samurai. But eventually, it became popular with a little help of a martial artist named Bruce Lee. Maybe you've heard of him. Possession of this ninja
Yes.
instrument is actually illegal in some countries. Freestyle nunchaku is actually a modern style of performing art, and it really is used more of as a prop than an actual weapon. That still doesn't mean you want to get hit by one. It
Yeah.
takes fast reflexes that ninjas often possess to make this an effective tool. If you don't know what you're doing, you'll most likely make a fool of yourself and hit yourself.
Yep.
And now for number 1. But first, be sure to subscribe for new videos every day.
Ninja
Yeah.
stars, also known as the shuriken by Japanese. This is one of the
Shuriken.
most iconic symbols of ninjas. Everyone has probably at one point heard or seen of ninja stars in their
Yes.
life. There are endless designs, but
You
there's
should
two
have.
main types of shuriken. There's the flat type, and then there's the stick type. The flat ones are probably the ones you're more familiar with, and can inflict
Yeah.
serious wounds. Some can even have up to 8 different points. The stick shuriken isn't quite as easy to throw for those of you who don't have much
there you
ninja
go.
experience on your resume.
Yeah.
Although these may be harder to hit your target with, it'll cause much more damage.
Ninja star. You all know what a ninja star is. That's the end. That's the end. So if you liked it, please subscribe, like, comment. And if you want to, comment below what you want me to react to in the future. Yeah. So remember to stay positive, be happy, never think negative. Just basically be happy all the time. And bye, bye. What this is, mama. Bye, 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 bye.